What's up, YouTube? Thanks for clicking on the button to watch this video. And since you're clicking on buttons, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to the channel. Today, I'm going to talk about Tom Brady and Gisele Bundchen. So basically what I want to talk about is several relationship dynamics because I had an observation by watching this Tom Brady situation and this Tia Mowry and Cory Hardrict situation. Over the weekend, I was looking at two different dynamics about relationships, about women and men power dynamics when you're dealing with marriage and relationships. And a thought just popped into my mind about Leonardo DiCaprio in terms of his power dynamic thought process when he goes into relationships with women. He always keeps himself in a power position. So let's get into Tom Brady and Gisele real quick. The reason why I want to talk about them is it's come out that Gisele has broken up with the man that she monkey branched from Tom Brady to this dude named Joaquin. Allegedly. This is all alleged because I don't know these people. So allegedly, that relationship has ended. And so I want to talk about how it started, why it started, why they got divorced, and I want to contrast that with Cory Hardrict, Tom Brady and Cory Hardrict. Because you have Tom Brady, who's at the top of the top, and then you have Cory Hardrict, who's basically like a B-list celebrity actor. I'm not saying that he's not a good actor or anything like that, but I'm just saying he's not on Tom Brady's level. So Tom Brady, he marries a supermodel. He's winning Super Bowls. He's making hundreds of millions of dollars. So is she. But you figure if he marries somebody on his own level, that there would be no competition in that relationship. You would feel like she has everything she wants in terms of materials and finances. You would think that. But in terms of the power dynamics, Gisele Bundchen, once again, it's a physical thing where Gisele Bundchen cannot physically take down Tom Brady, the best quarterback of all time, arguably. But she can do that mentally or on a psychological level. So I feel, this is my personal opinion, and I want you guys to tell me in the comment section so we can have a conversation about this. I feel that she went into this thing like many women do. And as Eve did in the Bible, how can I take down this great man? How can I conquer him? How can she conquer Tom Brady? Well, she can do that by seducing him, using her beauty and her body. And also, she can seduce him psychologically. I'm going to give you this family and we're going to live happily ever after. So Tom Brady probably thought to himself, well, she's got hundreds of millions of dollars. She doesn't need anything from me, and I'm, at the top of my game. I have status. I have looks. I have money. But I feel like after Gisele conquered Tom Brady, a titan of his industry, she got bored. That's what happens. They get bored. She got bored. And so while Tom Brady's out training, beating his body up to win Super Bowls and have money and have status and maintain his body in terms of his look, she was getting bored being at home alone. And so the kids were taking Taekwondo. She sees this Taekwondo instructor, allegedly, and it's exciting to her. Now, he's nowhere on the level of status as Tom Brady or has anywhere near the money of Tom Brady. But there was something about this guy that drew Gisele into him. And a lot of times with these simps, even though that woman was married, they don't care about all that. Because you have to understand that with women, all you have to do is tell them what they want to hear. So that's why oftentimes you'll see like pastors who can take advantage of vulnerable women because they tell them everything that they want to hear. They tell them, look, I can show you how to get closer to God. And, you know, they probably send up scriptures every morning saying, you know, look, read this scripture, you know, you're a child of God. And that man that you're with, he's the devil. And, you know, you need to know what a real man of God is like. And so many times these guys, black pastors especially, they'll use these women as almost like beards because they go both ways most times. And so, you know, they'll use a vulnerable woman who can't see that, hey, this guy probably goes both ways, you know. And a lot of times you can tell that because they'll go on social media and they'll take very zesty pictures of, you know, themselves sticking out their lips, putting filters on, you know. But anyways, let me get back to Tom Brady and Gisele. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So this guy was probably telling Gisele everything she wanted to hear. You know, Gisele, you know, if you leave Tom, we can build this life together and you can be happy. I know you haven't been happy in a long time and I can make you happy. And at this point, allegedly, or in just relationships, she's probably already stepped outside of her marriage with this guy and had sex with this guy. And so her mind's all messed up. And, you know, so what does Gisele do? She goes to Tom and says, Tom, if you play another season and don't spend more time with the family, I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm in a house and I just feel all alone. And so basically many times what women will do, they'll give you the scissors to sever the relationship so that they can use that as an excuse to tell people, well, this is why I got divorced. I got divorced because he wouldn't do this or he wouldn't do that. So I got divorced because Tom wouldn't stop playing football. So she uses that as an excuse. And so now what happens is she looks like the victim and Tom looks like the devil, basically. He looks like the bad guy. And so she monkey branches off to this instructor, this jiu-jitsu instructor, right? And, you know, what does he want to do? He doesn't have the money or status as Tom, but what does he want to do? We all know what he wants to do, okay? He wants to do what he has to do, and then he's going to move on after a while. He's going to play the role for probably about a year or two, and then he's going to, you know, move on to the next thing. So apparently they're saying there's reports that he goes to Gisele and says, well, Tom Brady's roast, they were talking about me and I don't like the limelight, so I can't do this anymore. And so he bounced. He don't care that he told you all these lies to get you in bed. He don't care about that. And I don't feel bad for her either, because you broke up your family over something that a guy was whispering into your ear. It could be a man who wants to get with you, or it could be a friend who's trying to influence you to leave your marriage. So I don't feel bad for her at all. And the reason why I want to talk about this, I want to contrast what I've seen in the comment section. I want to contrast Cory Hardrict to Tom Brady. Because in the comment section on the video that the last video I made about Cory Hardrict getting his movie contracts and coming up in the game and finally getting a break, is in the comment section, it's always this sentiment. Well, Tia was carrying him. He was a burden to her. Now, there's two things with that. Number one, aren't you supposed to take care of your spouse while they're down and y'all can grow together? Or is it just one way? Number two, Tom Brady wasn't a burden to Gisele and she still bounced. So what is it going to be with women? Do you want a man with a whole lot of money, or do you want a man that you have to take care of? Because I'm sure that the money wasn't an issue in Tom's situation. Okay. And then number two, it's, as far as Cory Hardrict is concerned, it's, he probably was, abusing her, and he probably was, she was unhappy because, he wasn't that good of a guy. How do you even know him? Now, we can all look at Cory Hardrict, and I don't think he's going home smacking Tia around. I don't think Cory Hardrict is running from strip club to strip club snorting drugs, okay? But these comments are coming from women who are bitter and who don't want to accept reality for what it is. They don't want to hold another woman accountable. That's really what it is. And I'm talking about these issues, and they don't like it. They want me to be quiet. So, they go into the comment section and they'll talk all of this crap that's unrealistic, because they don't want to accept the fact that Tia ruined her own marriage and her family, and she had children. They don't want to accept the fact that, this isn't the best thing for children. But as I'm making this video, I want you to understand that I'm not unaware that the world we live in now doesn't care anything about raising quality children or anything like that. And I want you to understand something. I want you to look around at the world. It's effed up right now. And this is why. Because these young children do not have stable homes, and they don't care about a lot of stuff. They don't have any values. They don't have any morals. And so you just look around and then they're going to say, you're generalizing. Stop saying that BS. It's crazy. Stop generalizing. All you have to do is open your eyes and look around. It's crazy out here in the United States. And so I just wanted to address those particular issues, because I have 2 children myself. What am I supposed to tell them when they come to me and say, oh, I met this woman and I love her dad and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say to them, well, let me see who her parents are. Are her mother and father divorced? Well, what happened in their divorce? Because if she's divorced, if her parents were divorced, then more than likely, when, push come to shove and everything's not perfect, she's going to be ready just to bounce too. You know why? Because she's already seen her parents do it. Oh, marriage don't mean nothing. So why would I tell my kids, oh yeah, go ahead and get married? You can't tell them that, because once hard times comes in today's age, I ain't talking about the 50s and the 60s when mommy and daddy got married. I'm talking about now. When hard times come in marriage now, these women will bounce. And the reason why I'm saying women is because of the stats. And it's in the stats. They say 70% of marriage divorces are initiated by women, 80% if they're college educated. So please miss me with all this, you're generalizing, you hate women BS. I don't have a problem getting women, okay? I don't have a problem getting women. That's easy. So stop. But hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers. I actually really just like going these walks, making these videos so I can have a conversation with you. So that's my rant for today. Hopefully you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.